Good morning, students. Uh, Today we will continue the same chapter, structural organization in animals. Structural organization in animals consisting of animal tissues, type study of the cockroach, type study of the earthworm, and type study of the frog. In the previous class, I have started about the animal histology. Animal histology is a branch of biology that deals about the study of tissues. Uh, there are four types of tissues are noticed in animals: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. In a previous class, I explained about the epithelial tissue and the types of epithelial tissue such as squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium, and glandular epithelium. Their structure, uh, location, where exactly they found, and their functions. Today we let us discuss about the another tissue, connective tissue. Connective tissue is derived from the mesoderm. It derived from the mesoderm. As its name indicate connective tissue, it connect to different organs and other tissues. Connective tissue are again classified into four different types. This is the classification of the connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue, areolar connective tissue. These are of two types: areolar tendon and a ligament. Adipose connective tissue, skeletal connective tissue that consisting bone and a cartilage, and fluid connective tissue that consisting of blood and a lymph. So this is the classification of the connective tissue. Connective tissue is derived from the primary germ layer, mesoderm. Four types of connective tissue are noticed in our body: areolar connective tissue such as tendon and a ligament, adipose connective tissue, skeletal connective tissue such as a bone and a cartilage, uh, two fluid connective tissues, blood and a lymph. Now we study, let us one by one, these four types of tissues. This is a areolar connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue is found just beneath the skin. It connects skin to the muscles. Here, this connective tissue is made up of three components. One, cells, another, matrix, and fibers. What are the three components of the areolar connective tissue? Cells, matrix, and a fiber. Uh, Five different types of cells present in a areolar connective tissue. This is macrophage. The cell is macrophage. It is a type of WBC cell. Its main function is defense. It engulf any foreign harmful microbes. Then another cell, fibroblast cell. This cell is a fibroblast cell, also present in a matrix of areolar connective tissue, which secrete fibers. The fibroblast cell of the areolar connective tissue secrete two types of fibers. One, this is white fiber, and this is yellow fiber. Two types of fibers are secreted from the fibroblast cell. White fibers, these bundle of fibers are white fibers. These single fibers are the yellow fibers. White fibers are straight. These are always straight and found in a bundle made up of elastin made up of collagen protein. These are made up of the collagen protein. Yellow fibers found single, not in a bundle, highly branched, whereas white fibers are unbranched. Yellow fibers are branched, made up of elastin protein, shows the elasticity nature. So these are the two types of fibers present in the matrix of the areolar connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue. Okay. Next, one more type, adipose cells. Adipose cells also present in the areolar connective tissue. Fibroblast cell, macrophages, mast cell. These mast cells produces the protein heparin, and some plasma cells are also present. These are adipose cells. Some plasma cells are also present in the areolar tissue. Total 5 types of cells present in the areolar connective tissue: macrophages, mast cell, fibroblast cell, adipose cell, and a plasma cell. Then 2 types of fibers are present. White fibers made up of collagen protein do not shows elasticity nature. Yellow fiber made up of elastin protein shows the elasticity nature. So this is a one kind of connective tissue. Next, this is adipose tissue. Here, these cells of adipose tissues mainly store the fat content in a body. It also made up of cells and a matrix. See, this is the adipose cell, adipose tissue. It store fat. This is the nucleus. Because of accumulation of the fat in the cell, nucleus is pushed towards the membrane. See, in all cells, the nucleus is not towards the center. It found towards peripheral region. Adipose tissue mainly stores the fat, deposition of the fat. Okay. And excessive accumulation of the adipose tissue in the body leads obesity. Excess accumulation of the adipose tissue in a body leads obesity. And I said that to another areolar connective tissue present in the body, tendon and a ligament. Tendon is a tissue which connect muscles to the bones. Tendon is a tissue which connect muscles to the bone. It is also loose connective tissue. And another, ligament. Ligament also a connective tissue which connect one bone to another bone. Next, skeletal tissues. See, this is a skeletal tissue. There are two skeletal tissues, cartilage and a bone. Here also, this cartilage is made up of the cells and a matrix with a few fibers. Cartilage present at the end of the bones. At the end of the bones, wall of the tracheae, respiratory tube, tracheal wall is composed by a cartilaginous rings. End of the nose, and pinna of the ear. Here we will find the cartilage. Cartilage is a hard but flexible tissue. The end of the nose we can bend it. The pinna of the ear we can bend it, because no doubt it give a strength support, but it also a flexible tissue. Here, the matrix of the cartilage consisting a large number of fluid-filled cavities. You may see here, these are all the fluid-filled cavities. These fluid-filled cavities are called lacuna. What are lacuna? Lacuna are the fluid-filled cavities present in the matrix of the cartilage. Inside these lacuna, there are cells are called chondrocytes. They are called chondrocytes or chondroblast. Each lacuna may contain one or two or three or four, maximum four, that chondrocytes or chondroblast. Chondrocytes are the cells of the cartilage. That cells chondrocytes secrete the matrix. This is about a cartilaginous tissue. Next, bone. Bone is a hard but non-flexible tissue, very hard and tough, non-flexible. It forms endoskeleton in all tetrapods, that including fishes, even bony fishes, frogs, reptiles, birds, and mammals. In all these group of animals, the endoskeleton is made up of bone. Bone functional units are called Haversian systems. Here we showing one Haversian system. At the center there is a canal. That canal is called Haversian canal. That Haversian canal. So through that blood vessels like arteries, veins, and nerves are passed. Around the Haversian canal, there are a large number of fluid-filled cavities present. They are also called lacuna. One lacuna is connected with another lacuna by projections are called canaliculi. By joining one lacuna to another lacuna through canaliculi, it forms a concentric ring around the Haversian canals. The rings may number extend 4 to 20 concentric rings found around the Haversian system. Inside these lacuna, there will be cells of the bone are called osteocyte. Osteocyte is the cell of the bone. Okay. This is about the tissue bone. Next, we look at about the fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue is a blood. What is blood? Blood is a fluid connective tissue. Because it is also made up of different types of cells. Why the blood is called a tissue? Because it is made up of different types of the cells. What are the components of the blood? Blood has four components. One, plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. These are the four components of the blood: plasma, RBC, WBC, and platelets. RBC. So all blood cells are produced from the red bone marrow in adults, and these produced from the liver in a fetus or a embryonic stage. Red blood cells are enucleated cells. These cells do not contain a nucleus, so are considered as a enucleated cells. These cells are spherical shaped. RBC are spherical shaped. Inside they contain a pigment, respiratory pigment, hemoglobin. Since they contain a pigment hemoglobin, they play an important role in transportation of respiratory gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. RBCs carry oxygen from lungs to all other parts of the body and bring carbon dioxide from all other parts of body to the lungs. So main function is transportation of the gases. So these RBC are produced from the red bone marrow. The lifespan is 120 days. Next, another type of cells, WBC cells. WBC cells are much larger than the RBC cells. As compared to the size of the RBC and WBC, WBC in size are larger than the RBC cells. In RBC, there are only one type. But in WBC cells, there are 5 different types. They are acidophils or eosinophils, basophils, neutrophils, monocytes, and lymphocytes. How many types of WBC cells present in our blood? 5 types. Eosinophils, basophils, neutrophils, monocytes, and lymphocytes. These cells play an important role in a defense. They fight against any foreign pathogenic germ which enter into our body. Next, platelets. Platelets are not whole cells. These are fragments of the cells. These are not complete cells. These are fragments of the cells. These platelets play an important role in a clotting of a blood. If any injury happens, suddenly that leads a bleeding. Within 4 to 5 minutes, at that part, that bleeding will stop by formation of a thrombus or a clot. So that clotting is due to presence of the platelets. What is the number of these RBC and WBC cells? Per cubic millimeter of the blood contain about 5 millions of RBC in an adult human. How much? 5 million RBC present in per cubic millimeter of the blood. In adults, per cubic millimeter of the blood contain only 7,000 of the WBC cells. The ratio between WBC cells and RBC cells is 1:600. So this is about the fluid connective tissue, blood. Now I explained only one tissue, that is the connective tissue. Connective tissue is derived from the primary germ layer mesoderm. It has different types such as areolar connective tissue, adipose connective tissue, skeletal connective tissue, and a fluid connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue is of ligament and a tendon. Tendon connect muscles to the bone. Ligament connects bone to the bone. This is about the connective tissue. To this point, I will stop now. Next tissue I will explain in another video clip. Thank you.